Well, hello everyone, it's Melanie here with Vintage Hill Studio. Today I'm bringing you a silhouette card just to prove that it does not have to be complicated. And stay tuned, I have additional cards at the end of this video. So first of all, I have this lovely watercolor paper. This is by the Paper Studio. It is extra heavyweight 110-pound cardstock. It is a very nice weight. I've used it for other projects, but I'm going to zero in on these beautiful papers today for this very uncomplicated card. So I'm so glad you joined me today. I hope you enjoy this video. Look at these gorgeous watercolor cardstock pages. Oh my goodness. And see how heavyweight this is? All right. So I am just going to filter through these very quickly, and I'm looking for something that looks like maybe a sunset. And these two papers seem to do the job. And by looking through this clear stamp set, this is by Inkadinkado, all of the supplies will be listed in the description below this YouTube video if you want to go back and look at that. But anyway, I can lay these on my paper and kind of get an idea and a visual of how this is going to look once it's stamped on the actual paper. So I'll bring over my mini Misti. This is a stamping platform, and that little bar there is a magnet that holds my paper in place. And then again, I'll take a quick look at these birds and decide which one I want to use. Now, this is a clear stamp set. I have never used it before. It's going to give me a little trouble getting it off of this acetate. You would think these cling stamps would tear, but no, they don't. They're pretty tough. And wait until you see what a beautiful job this does of stamping once it's inked up. Okay, one of my very favorite inks is this Versafine Onyx black ink. It is so rich, so true to a black, and that's what you want for the silhouette card. So we're letting our paper be the star of the show today, and the inked image is just the icing on the cake. Watch how beautifully this comes out. So when you have a paper like this watercolor background, there's really not much more you need to do. I mean, this is so uncomplicated. I hope you get inspired to look through a few of your stamps, or maybe go buy some that tend to look like a silhouette. And then look through your papers. You don't want anything too busy, because then you would lose the detail of your stamp. But if you've got something like this wonderful watercolor, wow. I mean, just wow, wow. And I liked the way this came out on that paper because I was going for the green as like the grass, and then a graduated color into the sunset there, or sunrise, whatever you want to look at. So the next thing I'm going to do is frame up this mat by just adding a few score lines. I have this mini scoreboard. I think this is Martha Stewart. You can use any scoreboard you have. And if you don't have a scoring board, you could use a ruler and a mat. And then just take a bone folder and apply these score lines, and you can see how this is going to frame up the mat without detracting from that beautiful bird or our watercolor paper. It's just a little finishing detail. You don't have to do this, but I do this sometimes to just give a little lift to my finished cards. Okay, it only takes a second to get that done. I hope you can see the impressions there. And then I'm going to bring over this clear stamp set by Momenta for my sentiment. So you don't always need a sentiment on the front, but I wanted to go ahead and do one for this card. And I wanted something that had a little bit of a bolder print so that it's not completely lost against that very black inked bird there. So I chose Life Takes Bravery, and boy does it ever. Can you agree with me on that? Life does take bravery. So I thought this would be a nice card for somebody going through a rough time, or even it could be for someone, you know, like a sympathy card. Just trying to keep it generic so that it could have more than one purpose. I'll get that stamped in the same Versafine Onyx black ink. And I liked using that in the lower left-hand corner for just a little something different. And I am again staying within that framed area on the card front. See, within those scored lines there. Okay, next I took some foam tape, and then I used these special scissors from Walmart. They do not stick to the foam tape. Let's see what those were called. They are Carbo Titanium Non-Stick Scissors, and boy do they work well with foam tape. And then I'll just get that put right onto the front of my card, and that will be it for today's card. I am telling you, so uncomplicated, so uncomplicated. I won't say simple. I mean, it was simple to make, but it looks like from the detail that it took you a little effort to make this card. I'm so glad you dropped by today to visit with me. I would love to hear any comments you want to leave on these cards, and if you're not a subscriber, please feel free to subscribe. I have a subscribe button in the lower right corner if you're looking from your laptop. If you're looking from your phone, just scroll down under this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will receive notices every time I post a video. I love to share what I'm doing with you. So I hope you'll come back and visit. Now this card number 2, you can see I've embossed on the top and bottom, and then I've die cut my sentiment and popped that up on a piece of foam tape just for a little variation. That's that same Inkadinkado stamp set, bird number 2. Card number 3 is this cute little owl, and I embossed the whole mat and then popped the mat up on foam tape and recessed my die cut oval with the owl in it. I love that little guy. And I didn't put any sentiment on the front of that card because I liked the way that embossing came out. So again, thank you for dropping by. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting, everyone.